Another night. We'll see what it brings to me. I've gotten up a little earlier and did some practice hacking and some shooting because I think I will need my gun training in the near future if my endeavors will remain the same as they did the past few nights, and with the Sabbat possibly wanting to take revenge on me, it's probably not going to get any easier. But anyway, it's probably high time I reported back to the prince. So that's what I'm going to do actually. I'll take a cab downtown and visit him in his big tower or whatever. There is also, the prince supposedly left me some reward in my mailbox, so let me see what it is. Oh, some cash. Well, it's always welcome. Take a cab and go downtown. But before I do, well, what did happen here? I wonder. Good evening, officer.
Crime scene. Gonna have to ask you to step back, please.
What happened?
Some lunatic broke into the gallery and slashed up the paintings. Everyone's a critic these days, huh?
Yeah, right. I hope that you catch the guy who did this. Or gal. It could be a gal. Or a gals, multiple gals, I don't know. Anyway, bye now.
Out of my way.
Anyone's a critic today, eh? Sure. Maybe I'll have a better luck catching someone downtown. It's probably going to be a little busier there. Though people really seem to like pissing in this corner. Yeah, it's a little risky. I guess I will try my luck downtown. I'm going downtown. Ow! Oh fuck! Fuck! What the?
Let's drain it.
Oh fuck.
Let's take it and leave it out for the sunrise.
Fuck, this is the...
fun with this one. Think you could blow up our warehouse and get
No, listen guys, it wasn't me.
Nick.
Listen, maybe we can just, talk about it.
Its eyes, its tongue, its teeth. I want its teeth. Camera the fuck.
Ow!
Boys, I think we could all use a little
No,
entertainment.
listen, just maybe don't do anything
Sitting in the first few rows
anything rash
will get wet.
that we're going to regret. What the?
Son of a bitch!
Leave.
There's 3 of us, Rodriguez.
Yeah. 3 of us.
What are you gonna do? Shoot us? This ain't over. We'll find you. You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with the Sabbat and lives.
Keep moving. Trouble sure seems to like you.
Yeah.
Good effort.
Execution needs a little work. You look like shit.
Name's
I
nice.
feel like shit, to be honest, too. Thanks for the help, man.
Should have been more careful, newbie. This ain't the burbs.
Actually, I remember you from the court.
Kid, I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story.
I'll think about it, but I have something to do first.
This is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
Oh. I really was lucky that this guy was there. This is downtown, eh? And this is probably the furniture tower or whatever the prince calls his hideout. It's grandiose, if anything. But I really need to find someone to feed him first. This is a nice building as well. The gargoyles and stuff. Oh, and the CDC guys are here for some reason. Probably not a good idea to assault a policeman. Anyway, I need to feed before I go and talk with the prince. Just some homeless people, I guess. Oh, there is some good-looking guys, probably going to taste better. Yeah. Yeah. That's just what I needed. Yeah. So now I can go and report back to the prince. What the? Bravely sale? Man, USA really is crazy, although I guess that's probably an advertisement for some movie, or at least I hope so. Anyway. Man. He sure has a lot of money, doesn't he? Good evening.
Hey there, Chief. Small world, huh? Yep, after that gallery,
Oh.
I didn't think I'd be able to get a job guarding a room full of jack squat from the boogity man. But then I get a call offering me this sweet night shift slot, and I'm back in the security game. Well, enough about my lucky break. You, here to see one of the bigwigs, Chief?
Yeah, I'm here to see LaCroix.
Would that be Sebastian LaCroix of the LaCroix Foundation, or Dwayne LaCroix of Insurrection Baby Formula Company?
Which do you think? Sebastian LaCroix of the LaCroix Foundation, obviously.
Okay then. Mr. LaCroix, he told me to expect someone fitting your description sometime tonight. You go right on up.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Yeah, you have a good power meeting, or whatever it is you types do up there. You need any security? Well, you just ring the front desk and ask for Officer Chunk. That's me, in case you were wondering.
Officer, did you just say Chunk?
Yeah, I get that all the time. The name goes back to my football days. Oh, actually, my fantasy football days at the station. Stationarium. That was this office supply outlet mall I used to watch. Hey, you kids! No skating in the parking lot! That was me.
Okay. Well, see you, Chunk. I wonder if LaCroix just hired this guy because he makes a perfect cover, like no evil overlord or whatever would ever hire some guy that was this incompetent. But I guess at least he's friendly enough. Well, to the top floor then. The penthouse. Whoa. And there he is, the sheriff or whatever, who nearly cut off my head. Good evening, sir.
There you are. I was informed of your presence in the building. Since you're here, I'll take the liberty of assuming you've destroyed the warehouse. This is correct, yes?
Yes, it is.
Most excellent. I had no doubt you'd prove my decision a prudent one. I trust you encountered no impediments to your progress on account of my personnel.
Well, no. None at all, actually. It all went pretty smoothly, all things considered.
That is the answer I like to hear. You've done well, circumstances being what they were. I will admit, not many in your position would have overcome such a trial. But don't misunderstand me. It was no fool's errand. You may yet prove to be a genuine asset. It's a bit disturbing the lack of talent within this organization as of late. Tell me, what would you say to doing a bit of reconnaissance for me?
Well, I guess. What exactly do I have to do?
There have been whispers, rumors spreading around the kindred community concerning the Elizabeth Dane, the cargo ship that was towed into port recently. Have you heard of it?
Well, actually, I did hear about it in the news. What about it?
The police are investigating the Dane as we speak. Even the Nosferatu have little information on what's been found. However, the reason the ship has caused such speculation is because it was transporting an object called the Ankaran sarcophagus. Now, I'm not one to predicate a decision based on conjecture, so what I need is fact. And more importantly, I need evidence that the occurrences on the Dane were not supernatural in nature, and in no way relate to this Ankaran sarcophagus.
Okay, what do you need me to do exactly?
You have 3 objectives. 1. I want you to examine the sarcophagus for anything unusual. You may sense something peculiar about the sarcophagus. In fact, many kindred in the city have reported an uneasiness in the air since the Dane's arrival. Do not, under any circumstances, open the Ankaran sarcophagus. Secondly, the police have begun their investigation. Find out what they have concluded thus far. Thirdly, take the cargo manifest for the ship. I want to find out what else it was carrying. The last thing we want is police aware of our existence, so be careful what you do in front of them. And unlike the warehouse, you cannot wholesale slaughter a ship full of lawmen without consequences. Is this understood?
Yes, understood.
Good. Oh, and it has come to my attention that you had an encounter with Nines Rodriguez earlier. The man so does love to throw that cretinous charm of his brashly about. What exactly did Mr. Rodriguez say?
Well, he just asked me to visit him at the last round.
I see. Then, you should go humor the by-the-numbers rhetoric he's so desperately aching to spew. Or please, before the chance of fascist oppressor from that dive of theirs clog the air and choke the local kine.
Well, I was considering going to see him anyway, so...
Give the Anarch community my regards.
Okay. Now, before I go...
Give the Anarch community my regards.
Okay, I guess you're a busy man, so we'll talk later then, sir. Okay, so I'm off to the Elizabeth Dane. Actually, isn't that Cain killing Abel? I do think so. That's kind of interesting. once again, I've seen him connected to the vampires, to the history of the stuff, and the Asian guy, he called us, all of us, canines. But I probably shouldn't loiter in his penthouse like that. He might get angry and sick his giant bodyguard on me. I'm going to take a trip around. I think I'll pay Rodriguez a visit before I go to the ship. Actually, if the prince asks her about it, I can just say, you know, I was relaying his message anyway. So, I think there was a map somewhere over here of the district. Ah, okay. Last round. So to the end of this alley and then left, then right, and left again. Okay. It should be visible enough with it being a club. It's probably being advertised in one way or another. Skyline Apartments, that's not it. Am I going the wrong way? Yeah, I actually am. Actually totally going the wrong way. Guys are doing here in full hazmat suits, no less. Ah, there it is, the last round. Oh, Jack! Hello, Jack. It was okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a stroll on the beach. So did you score a lot of skee-ball tickets down on the pier there?
Not even sure what you're talking about.
I can't imagine you did. I'm too busy getting pushed around by every vampire with a week of seniority over you, am I right?
It actually wasn't that bad.
Well, if you're cool with that treatment, you'll make a great Camarilla. They love pussy.
Hey, that was uncalled for. I'm no pussy, or at least not as much as I thought I was.
I'm just saying, that's usually the way the story goes. Same old bullshit politics from when you were alive. Don't it make you just want to rip somebody's spine out? What? You saying that's just me?
LaCroix is sending me to the Elizabeth Dane, actually. Ever heard of it?
Why? Planning on visiting?
Yeah, I just said, the prince is sending me there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what's up? Do you know something about it?
The sarcophagus. Did LaCroix tell you about the Ankaran sarcophagus?
He told me some things.
Yeah, well, maybe I should fill you in on the details. That sarcophagus is bad news. Kindred around the globe have been going batshit since it was discovered.
So you say, why?
The word is, there's an ancient asleep in there. One of the fathers of one of the vampires that, if you trace your lineage way back, there's a chance it'd end up with him at the root.
Oh, so he was asleep in there all the time?
Ancients don't just nap. They sleep whole ages away. And when they wake up, they're hungry.
So he'll wake up and go hunting?
It's more than that, kiddo. Most kindred think it's one of the signs of the end, the apocalypse. Every religion has their own version of it. Kindred call it Gehenna. And the way they tell it, it starts when the ancients rise to devour their children.
Oh. But you don't really believe this stuff, do you?
Well, kiddo, I guess you're gonna be the one to find out. Hey, good luck. Try not to wake Grandpa Munster and kill the world, huh?
Well, I will try. But before I go, I have a couple of questions actually. You said you wanted to talk, so I guess it's as good as time as any.
Sure thing, kiddo. Fire away.
Tell me about the Anarchs actually. You seem to be part of them.
That's us, so I'm told. What do you want to know?
So is Nines your leader?
As much as anyone is. Nines is a stand-up guy. Takes the politics a little too seriously, though. Came up during the Great Depression, so his brain's wired to that shit.
What about the rest of his crew?
Yeah, I'm not sure the story on most of them. Nines crew.
What clan is Nines actually?
Bruja. Most everyone here has Bruja blood.
Oh.
Moving right along. That's us, so I'm told. What do you want to know?
So for how long is this Anarch movement a thing?
Yeah, I can tell you about the history of the movement, about our struggle. What's any of that shit mean anyway? Do we want to sit through history class here?
Well, I was interested, but what is it all about then, in your own words?
I'm no scholar, kid, but I've been around. Seen more and done more than most vampires ever will. I don't know that our situation's ever been easy, but something's going to decide on what's fighting for.
So, how do you think you can win, actually?
Fight harder than the other son of a bitch. Every time I yank a jawbone from the skull and ram it in an eye socket, I know I'm building a better future.
Does Nines see it the same way as you do?
You bet, kid.
Actually, how come you're not running the whole thing? You seem to be really old and experienced.
Me? I never had much patience for negotiations. Everyone can live or burn. It's up to them.
Actually, what clan are you? Are you a Bruja as well?
Bruja.
Yeah,
Most
that's what I figured.
moving right along.
So, I kinda expect what you're going to tell me, but do tell me your opinion about Camarilla anyway.
Oh, my favorite topic.
Do you think all of them are bad?
I'm not saying let's go torch the Malkavian living under the abandoned hotel because she happens to be a Camarilla. I'm saying let's change that shit from the top down.
So, how do you know who the bad guys are then?
Camarilla membership is 95% victims, 5% evil bastards. So make sure and understand, any of those victims points a gun at me, they get drained and slaughtered like shit.
Okay. will remember that, but what about me? Do you consider me the part of the problem?
Hey man, you do what you gotta do to survive when you're young, but there comes a time when that excuse don't fly no more. When you should know better and want to do something about it.
I don't think I'm there yet, to be honest. I'm still really new in all that.
That's why you're sitting here listening. School's in, kiddo.
I see. But I actually think Camarilla has a point to a degree. Like, there is nothing wrong with a little bit of discipline.
Beware the protection of wolves. Moving right along.
And what about Sapat?
Again, does everything have to be about these dickheads?
Yeah, they happen to catch me again, but I hope not everything is about them.
Savannah worthless, man. Fake tits on a zombie worthless. Fun to watch, though. Like the Three Stooges with chainsaws.
So, what's your biggest problem with them?
The Sabat are in the same business as the Camarilla. Sabat have a little longer chain. They're slaves all the same.
I see. Anyway, it was nice talking to you. See you later. Hello, do you know?
Well, if it ain't the talk of the town, poster child for Camarilla benevolence. What errand does the prince have you running today, Morgan?
Well, I'm looking for Nines Rodriguez. Is he somewhere around here?
Nines is expected. Have some manners and know where out your weapon. Understand? Act up again, and I'll be the one showing your actions to the door.
Okay. Do you have a few minutes to talk, actually? I have a couple of questions.
What's up?
Well, to be honest, I'm a little fuzzy on the whole vampire mythology and stuff. Doesn't really make any sense to me.
You gotta understand, Kendrick. You're carrying a 6,000-year curse in your blood. No matter how powerful it makes you feel.
Curse? And 6,000 years? Man, you're not going to tell me you're a creationist, are you? Anyway, you called it a curse.
That blood is a tangle of chains that's gonna leave you bound in servitude the rest of your existence.
What the hell are you talking about?
Your elders command blood. They control the blood. The blood listens. You'll never even hear their call.
Well, assuming that's true, how can you break free of that?
That shit stretches all the way back to Cain.
Cain again.
Some ancient sleeping in a tomb half a world away has a bad dream and you gon' feel that shit.
So you say Cain. Again, this name. What Cain has to do with all of this?
Cain, father of all vampires, killed his brother Abel and was cursed by God to walk eternally feeding on the blood of his children.
Well, it seems a little implausible to me. You don't really believe that, do you?
Keep your voice down. Stay real. I don't know. Not sure why.
I hear you, but where are you going with all this?
The point is, with this curse pulling your strings, you really want to sign away your right to fight by joining the Camarilla?
So, what's your problem with the Camarilla? Like, I understand you guys are, a little more anarch, as the name implies, but what does it have to do with Cain and all that?
The Camarilla just ain't necessary. Their rules is just common sense shit. The Masquerade and all that. Sure, it makes sense. Like the 10 Commandments. You know the 10 Commandments, don't you?
Sure.
Yeah. Thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. Sounds good. But you don't let you run out of this game. What if some society like the Camarilla comes along and just up and kills you if you break one damn commandment?
Well, I do think a bit of law and order is actually useful.
Whatever.
Oh,
Doesn't work.
oh, so you're a Vietnam vet then, huh? So you think the Anarch movement is the way?
Anarchs? We are the only ticket to free living in the afterlife, my friend.
But what about Nines? Isn't he like the prince of the Anarchs, your leader? You all have to listen to?
No one bows to Nines Rodriguez. He leads by example, down here with us. Better than some chicken shit, limp-wrist paper pusher hiding up in his tower. Only Camarilla, she couldn't see the difference.
Okay, but you do agree with the Masquerade, right?
I don't need to bare my fangs to feel good about myself. The Masquerade is a fruity Camarilla lady. Other than that, I ain't got no problem with it. Live and let live. We got enough to worry about.
Okay, it does kind of make sense.
You know, speaking of the Masquerade, I just thought of something you might be able to help us out with.
Oh? What is it?
There's this girl who's making a lot of noise lately. Real pain in the ass. She's a ghoul of this one Toreador queen who disappeared.
What's her name?
Her name's Jen. She hangs out in the clubs downtown. She used to show up around here and act like she was everybody's best friend. It was all fun and games until that vampire sugar daddy started calling. Now she can't get her blood fixed and shit ain't so fun.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
She's crossed the line. Every time my mouth ain't bladders gonna suck a vampire blood. She just gotta disappear. Do this, and you keep our little secret here.
Well, I will think about it to uphold the Masquerade, although I'd rather not kill her, but I'll keep that in mind.
Right? Have fun. I'd love to do this with myself, but I know it's silent. Just let me know when it's done.
Okay, see you. Now, is supposed to be upstairs. There he is.
You showed up. Good. Here's what I gotta tell you. So you know, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm just a guy out of nowhere came to be involved in something 500 times bigger than you and me.
Okay, go on.
You got a right to know the score. In Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme. There's a bunch of these old timers at the top with goblins left plots in mind. They lose their power, they die. They sired more to carry out their plans. Looking for their powers, and those schemes decide for their own schemes, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about this. It works out to this. Only a few people at the top have any real power.
Aaron. Well, the prince is the leader, isn't he?
LaCroix? Shit. LaCroix's just a guy who backstabbed and wheeled and dealed his way into becoming king son of a bitch of all the local Camarilla. Him and any of the traders that sided with the Camelot power here, they'll get what's due.
So what are you all about?
I learned the way of this world during the Depression. Bunch of old rich bastards screwed the country. But did they suffer? No. The little people suffered. You can't trust the people at the top. The world would be a better place without them. All you can do is get a group of people together who aren't assholes. Find a place to put your feet up and make some examples of the quote-unquote elite. Beat the rest the hell out. And everyone's equal here. The same thing this country used to be about. That's what LA has been. An anarch-free state.
So the Camarilla is actually new to LA?
The Camarilla was kicked out on that a long time ago. And even the Anarchs, they want to play politics. Now with Troy, who pop in like they never left? No goddamn way. Their laws don't apply to us.
Ever tried, meeting with them and talking?
I got that meeting right here.
Okay, but it does kind of sound like you're the prince of the Anarchs, to be honest.
No such thing. And again, newbie, don't throw those kind of...
I guess you're no fan of LaCroix then, huh?
LaCroix represents everything I hate. The Camarilla, stuck-up aristocrats, rich businessmen, crooked politicians. The only place LaCroix belongs.
Excuse me. Okay. Well, that was all well and good. Any, particular advice you want to give me?
Here's what I tell all the new blood. 1, you get careless, that blood will make you into a monster. If you rampage around here, you get put down. 2, don't kill when you feed. No reason to. In this city, there's lots of ways to slay the beast without leaving a trail of dead. 3, the Camarilla's full of shit. 4, watch your back, always. And lastly, learn how to fight. There's a speech ain't gonna save your ass when you're standing down the barrel of a shotgun.
Well, I'm working on it. Can you maybe give me some pointers on how to defend myself in hand-to-hand?
After picking your ass up off the pavement back there, yeah, I can tell you don't even know the basics. Hold your hands up like this. Keep your body in an angle. It's hard to hit. Keep your thumbs out of your fists and put your weight into your punches.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for your help, guys. See you around.
LA is the school of hard knocks, so keep your friends close and your enemies in the barbecue pit. Once you square things with LaCroix, don't give that son of a bitch the time to match. I got my eye on you, kid.
Okay. See you. You really need to feed. Anyone in this alley over here? Doesn't look like it. Some homeless people around? But they're probably... Yeah, I would much rather have something a little more fancy, if I can. Wait a minute. Didn't some guy leave me a message at the beginning in my flat? Something about a mystical sun or whatever? Now that does look like a mystical sun if I ever seen one. First, I really need to feed. Something a little more fancy. Maybe I'll have more luck. Although maybe I'll have more luck back in Santa Monica. There is this alley over there near the blood bank that people always seem to wander in. if I'm quick enough, I can grab a bite out of both of them. Man, they really hate that door, don't they? Okay, so I guess I'm off to the Elizabeth Dane. Oh, someone seems to have dropped something. Check your computer, Nox. Wow, that's a little sneaky of him to know I will be passing this way, but I guess Bertram does have his way of knowing those kind of things. Wait here. Is that Mercurio? Evening, Mercurio.
Hey, what can I say? You preserved my ass. I truly appreciate you not saying anything, and I want you to know I take care of those who do me favors. So from now on, you need equipment, info, you come see me at my apartment. Don't hesitate.
Thanks, I appreciate it. You look like you're feeling better. A lot better, to be honest.
I tell you, that blood you guys got's an amazing thing. Helped close up a few wounds. This back alley patch fixed up the rest. I needed that beating. Good reminder not to overestimate my ability. Last time it's gonna happen.
Okay, I do need some info if you got it.
Concerning?
Places.
Specifically?
Oh, so you know nothing about Elizabeth Dane. Never mind then. See you later, I've got things to do. I guess this should lead me straight to the ship. There it is, I guess.
Yo, Hallie, over here.
Oh,
That's you, right? Is that you?
I guess that's
Yo,
like a
Hallie, over
crooked
here.
cop or something. Maybe the prince bribed
For
him.
Christ's sakes. Tell Jacobson if he plans on making editor-in-chief, he's got to start working with me. I can't keep getting him these scoops if he's going to send high school journalists who don't know enough to wear something that would blend in.
He didn't tell me much, to be honest.
Jeez. What kind of wood steam? Don't think to at least show dressed up like an investigator or a Coast Guard guy, something. Didn't you ever see Fletch? Were they just handing out those diplomas nowadays?
Okay, I will really need to do it fast if you don't want to get caught, so let's get down to business.
Alright, look. I got you a copy of the initial report, and I can get you into the cabin, but you gotta make yourself real scarce after that. Anybody catches you, I don't know you. And no goddamn flash photography brainchild.
Okay, where do I go?
Hold up a sec. Hines to Marsh. Hines to Marsh. Marsh, they need you up in the bridge. Over. There. The security room will be clear.
Okay, got
Head
it.
down the stairs behind you and stay low. When you get down there, wait for me to call off the guy guarding gangway A. As soon as he leaves, get your ass moving, and don't let him see you. I'll give you a couple of minutes, but don't dilly-dally. In and out, okay?
Okay, I understand.
Don't forget to stay out of sight. If anyone sees you, you're on your own. Take the stairs up to the security room. There'll be a computer in there. The password is Lighthouse. Lighthouse. All one word. You getting all this?
Yeah, got it.
Now get a move on.
And don't forget to tell Jacobson I get double my usual fee for this one.
Make sure to do that. Okay, he said hack the wall here.
Heinz to Jacobson, Anderson. Heinz to Anderson. Come in, Anderson.
Come check this out. I just saw a baleen whale.
Yeah?
Okay, now quickly before... Wait, didn't he say something about going up? Wow. Something wrong must have happened here, judging from the amount of blood. But okay, this is the stairs, I guess, he was talking about. Ah, and there is the computer. Finally something I'm familiar with. Okay, so... weather doesn't interest me. That counts. Now, actually... he said lighthouse. Okay. Actually, getting cameras on for just a moment might be useful, because that'll help me take a look around, maybe around the sarcophagus without having to sneak up closer. I'm not really the best at it. Let's see the log. Oh, I guess it has a different password, but that shouldn't really be that much of a problem for me. So some Professor Johansson seems to have uncovered it originally. Crew was restless, they say. I wonder if that's maybe some supernatural influence, or, you know, just wariness. Nothing to report. Two of the crew have gone missing, and something wrong with the radio. And the crate holding the sarcophagus was opened. I wonder, did somebody sneak on board, or was it opened from the inside? Okay, that is... So it seems he either was killed during writing that, or maybe just went insane. Let me take a look around. There is the sarcophagus. Seems to have... There's blood around it and all that. But it doesn't seem to be opened. Okay, I've got the police report. Not a single body has been found. And no signs of theft, so I guess the only thing they did was mess with the sarcophagus a little. Or at least with the crate holding it. But I still need the... ship's manifest. It's unlikely to be in here. Probably in one of the offices. Or something like that. Man, there is a lot of blood around. Ah, records room, right. This should be it. It's a little... too hard for me. Maybe they've got a key or something? This just leads me back to where I've originally come in. Maybe they've got a key for the records room somewhere. Okay, damn it. It's rather crowded in here. I don't think there was a digital copy of the manifest. Guess I can... Oh, there is an unlock doors command, so maybe that will help. Yep, that seems to have done the trick. So to be honest, I will read it when I'm back ashore. It's a little bit too risky to peruse it once I'm still on the ship. To be honest, I'm not sure if he was bribed by one of the prince's agents or by some other guy entirely, because he seems to have confused me with like an investigative journalist, so maybe some other party wanted to investigate this ship anyway, but if it were not for his help, this mission would be a lot more difficult, to be entirely honest. me see. And current sarcophagus, 3 crates of pottery and tablets, 1 box unidentified. Now that's weird. Why would it be unidentified? Anyway, I think I've done all the Prince wanted, so better go and report back to him. Maybe he'll be, you know, impressed that I've done the thing so quickly for him, and it may help my future relations with him.
Going somewhere.
I'm going downtown. Oh, that's the girl from the hospital, isn't it? That I fed my blood. I wonder, what is she doing here?
Hey! I know this might seem creepy.
Oh, hello.
But please, don't blow me off, okay? Someone told me I could find you here. I mean, I've been looking all over for you since that night. Because I just wanted to... I'm in your debt. I want to help you. I owe you my life, and I feel like I need to repay you. I almost forgot. I'm Heather. Heather Poe. I'm not wearing you out or anything, am I?
No, not really. I'm glad you look much better, and I'm glad you feel better as well, I think.
Only because of you. What you did for me. Here, I got you this. I thought you might be able to use it. It can be useful to you. I'd do anything. Just tell me you'll let me help you. Please stay with me. Make me look this way.
Listen, I'm not sure if that's... I only did what I did to save your life.
What do you mean? You're like... The effect you had on me made me want to live. It's all because of you. You saved my life. Please, let me be of use to you. I'll do whatever. I don't care.
Listen, I don't think that's the best idea, but if you really want to, then I guess okay.
Really? I promise you won't regret it. Promise. I'll get you money, I'll get you things, everything. I want to be important to me.
Well, to be honest, listen, it's really not the best idea. It's a little dangerous to associate with me. You better, you know, go on with your own life. I'm sorry. You should just go on.
You don't mean that. I know you need me. Just let me stay near you for a little while. And if you still don't want me around, if you tell me to go, I'll go. I promise.
Oh, okay. I guess you can stay up at my place for a moment until you feel better and stuff. But just go and wait at my place. Damn it, I really feel weird about it. Like, obviously she's probably affected by my blood. By the time I gave it to her, I had no idea it would be like addicting to her. Like, on one hand, it's she feels that like she wants it, but she doesn't know what I know. She doesn't know of the supernatural. She doesn't know of the blood. She doesn't know it's like a... I really don't think it's ethical to keep her around, but on the other hand, she didn't want to hear about leaving me. I'm not sure what to do about it. Anyway, I should probably report to the prince first, and then I can think. Good evening, sir.
Evening, Chief. You back to see Mr. LaCroix again?
Yeah, that's right.
He told me to send you up as soon as you came in. Lots of people here to see Mr. LaCroix. Nice guy. He seems a little different, though. I wonder if he's... that's his business.
How is it going here, Chunk?
You know, I'm keeping the undesirables out and the innocent safe and secure. I'm the thin blue line that separates the crazies from the hard-working, decent folks. Yep, as long as I'm around, Mr. LaCroix's got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I'm sure he appreciates that you're here to protect him. See ya. Man, I can't help but to like this guy. Like, he's a little bit self-delusional, but who isn't really, at one level or another. Oh, there seems to be...
I've said all I need to for now.
Some kind of a meeting in place. Evening. Evening, sir.
I don't have time for a monologue. Give me the bullet points of what you saw.
Everyone on the board is dead. There weren't any survivors.
And the Ankaran sarcophagus. What did you see?
There was blood all over the floor around it. And, like, I'm not sure if it was opened, but it's possible.
Opened? Let's not jump to conclusions. Give me the manifest in your notes. I'll sort this mess later. You might have noticed when you came in the parade of malingering mollycoddles filing out.
Yeah. Who were they, actually?
Those were the Primogen, this city's clan elders. A worrisome bunch devoted first and foremost to the security of their own skin. Which is why they were here. It seems Alistair Grout, a Malkavian Primogen, has either forgotten how to answer his phone, or is missing. Each minor problem like a grain of sand. Each night I inherit the desert. The Sabbat's appearance has put the Primogen on edge. Grout's mansion is in the Hollywood Hills. I need you to pry Grout out of whatever crack he's crawled into and have him contact us.
Certainly. Is that all you need?
Yes, for the moment. You know, your demeanor thus far bears similar characteristics to those that rise to the top of this organization. Stay that course.
Thank you, sir. Well, I guess I'm off to see Grout.
Yes. About Grout. As I said, Grout is the Malkavian Primogen. His behavior and home are eccentric, to say the least. He's developed a paranoid bent lately, so you may have to check under every bed in the place for him.
I see. I actually have a couple of questions before I go.
I suppose I can spare a few seconds.
Maybe you can...
Yes?
Tell me something about yourself?
It's common knowledge. I was born in Calais, France, over 200 years ago. When I graduated from the Royal Military Academy, I joined Napoleon's army. It was shortly after Waterloo, when I was embraced by a Belgian noble. From that time onward, I counted some of the greatest kindred in Europe as my mentors, and worked towards establishing a Camarilla presence in new territories. In 1930, I came to the Americas and staked power in New York. Soon after, I headed west to claim domain.
What clan are you, actually?
I'm Ventru. But I don't disparage any of the other clans. All are equally important in maintaining the foundations of the Camarilla, and the elders of each serve as my counsel.
I see. I actually have some questions about other people.
Yes?
What can you what can you tell me about Beckett, actually? I've run into him.
You've met Beckett? Yes. He did pay me the courtesy of announcing his presence in my city. He's lionized in kindred society, by most. Beckett's the definition of renowned scholar, but he's also a lone wolf, and owes allegiance only to his intellectual pursuits.
I see.
Yes?
Well, what do you think about Jack, actually?
Jack. The man is a scourge, the physical manifestation of chaos. Whenever he makes an appearance in one city, it is only a matter of time before a calamity is attributed to his latest lark.
I see.
Yes?
And what about your sheriff here?
He's my sheriff. When there is a problem that words are wasted on, I send him. The less one sees of him, the better.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yes?
What you can tell me about the other Primogen? The leaders of the clans, I gather?
They are the representatives of their clans, though more often than not they represent their own best interests. They stay close to power, but are too fearful of the consequences to wield it. Nonetheless, I seek their counsel on occasion.
I see.
Which is...
What you can tell me about what's your, inside scoop on the Camarilla?
In this age of information, videotape, and weapons of mass destruction, the Camarilla is more necessary than it has ever been. The alternative to thorough secrecy these days is extinction. As long as we exist, so shall kindred society.
Those are some pretty proud words, but I guess you don't really have, forgive me, I stumbled over my words a little here.
Which is...
And what about the Sabbat?
Every night you wake up, be thankful you were not sired by one of their kind, or you would have woken under the ground, forced to claw your way up from the dirt into a brief, bloody, violent existence. Savages. Bloodthirsty, irresponsible heathens.
Heathens, huh? That's an interesting choice of words, but anyway, I'm ready to go see Grout.
When we hear from Grout, you may come back. Until then.
Good night. I wonder, he called them heathens. Now that's like a religious term, so I wonder if there is more to the difference between the Camarilla and the Sabbat than just the political differences. But anyway, I think I'll go feed and then go to bed and visit Grout tomorrow night. I've done enough for the prince for now, so that maybe he'll forgive me a brief rest before I attend to the other duties he's got for me. Back to Santa Monica. Coming? Oh, damn it. There are two of them I need to notices me. Okay. Good evening. Heather, is it?
I'm so glad you're back. I've been waiting here just like you asked. Your place is, nice.
Yeah, I didn't exactly decorate it.
Is there something I can do for you? Anything. Just ask.
There is... Damn it, there is really something you should know before we go on.
Oh. Are you married? Is that why you don't want me around?
No, you... Listen, I know this sounds crazy, but you only survived because I gave you my blood. And... Listen, I know how it sounds, but I am a vampire. My blood, like, it's magical and it bound you to me.
What? You're joking, right? That's like slang for something like catcher or some fetish term, right? Not like a blah, blah, vampire, right?
Well, not exactly that monstrous, but still, my blood, like, it changed you. People in the vampire society call the likes of you a ghoul.
No, there's no such thing. This isn't funny anymore.
Listen, I know how it sounds, but now that you're here, I will try to protect you, unless you'd like me to leave or just leave yourself.
No, please don't leave. I don't care what you are. Just don't leave me.
Okay, I'm not going anywhere. You can stay here if you want.
What can I do to show my appreciation?
You can tell me a little about yourself, perhaps.
Me? I'm not so special, you know? I go to college. I'm majoring in fashion design. I think I'm pretty creative. I just started school a year late because my parents died. Car crash.
Oh, I'm sorry
I
to hear
didn't really
that.
have anyone special in my life until you came along.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that. Anyway, if you want to talk, I'm here. Well, anyway, I'm going to sleep now, so you can, I know, order pizza or whatever you want, and just watch over me when I sleep, and see you tomorrow, I guess. Damn it. I really feel weird about this whole affair. But she isn't going to listen to me. Like, even if I told her to leave me, and she didn't want to, so I'm not sure what to do. Oh, isn't that funny? I'm not sure who set up my computer, but apparently they did place a "Have a nice day" message for my screensaver. Now that's, you know, high comedy. Don't touch the batter. What the oh, I guess that's just some plain old spam. Oh, it seems Mercurio wants to meet. I guess I'll pay him a visit sometime. Maybe he's got something interesting for me. Okay, so Bertram wants me to make a copy of the reports from the Asian vampire, although it'll be weird if the police hadn't cleaned up the place already. Okay, so I also need to retrieve some photo from a reporter called Milligan and meet some guy near the Empire Arms Hotel downtown. But I'll do all that tomorrow. For now, I really need to get some sleep. So, good night, Heather.